One day in Newport News, a guy pulled up in a painter's truck to go to a little fast food place behind me. I had my back to him. And he suddenly sees me and just comes over and accosts me and starts making satanic symbols. And he's obviously not right. What was that? Another time, a person began swaying like a cobra in front of me, and their eyes went on. And they weren't listening to music. This was also in Hampton Roads. What was that? Well, hey, welcome to the second video. Worldview issues. I want to talk about that for a second. You look at the ministry of Jesus, you can't get very far in the Gospels before you see supernatural power coming against him and him moving in extraordinary power to deal with it, healing the sick, open blind eyes, driving out devils, lots. There's even some accounts in the gospel records where that's the main thing he's doing. Two kingdoms in conflict, the new king coming and the old king being expulsed. What a powerful thing that Jesus, the Lord of compassion, uses power to help people practically. What a great thing. And as I consider the number of families and people I've known over the many years, so many times I hear of cases of suicide ideation, recurring panic attacks, mood disorders, recurring terrible dreams. What are these phenomena? Could it be demonic, that in fact the Bible does have the correct worldview, that the supernatural does exist, it does manifest, and that demons still like to be hidden. They don't like to be noticed, but they're there creating havoc. I want to suggest that if we turn on the lights and adopt a supernatural view to the way we look at maybe issues in our lives and our friends and people around us, that maybe there's something more going on than just what can be explained empirically through science. Excuse me. You know, the main medical manual for psychiatric and psychological mental health problems, the DSM, assumes you don't have a soul. It assumes there's no supernatural. And we find this same thinking really common among Christians. We don't practice exorcism that much. We don't move in deliverance much. We think that that would be for, Asia or China or Africa or something, but not really here. But I want to suggest forces have moved in against the church and against God's people. I know of many cases where something supernatural is going on, and we need to learn how to recognize it and address it by the power of God, who is full of compassion for the oppressed.